Steel Curtain Weekly back at you again with another review for Week 2. Steelers won 13-6 at Denver, starting the season 2-0. I'm your host Noah with Korrea. How we doing tonight, Korrea?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? It's been an exciting week too. Ready to talk about it with you guys.
Yeah, we got another eventful game in Denver. The so-called Russ revenge game where I guess he didn't play. So it's kind of funny how that how it all resolved right there. So Korea, I know you watched most of the game. What stood out to you? What went down? What are the main things that really caught your attention?
Yeah, so I feel like the Steelers, I'm so excited we're 2-0. I know we still have a lot more, game time to go, a lot of football to watch, But I feel like the Steelers, I could see some improvement definitely from last Sunday when we played the Falcons. Really liked how Darnell Washington, he got the first touchdown of the season for the Steelers. So that was pretty big. And Highsmith, aka Smitty, he came clutch with the sack on Knicks. I thought that was pretty good too. And also, like when it came to Corey with the pick, that was really nice, pretty smooth right there. Honestly, this team today got me excited. It was a real good game for us, and I don't know, like I wasn't nervous for the game, I guess you can say, because most times I feel like the Steelers make me really nervous. And they just make my heart drop. But today and last week, I didn't really feel like that. And I'm just looking forward to seeing what we can bring to the table for week 3 against the Chargers. It's going to be the first home game of the season, so that's going to be really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, much needed win in Denver is definitely good to start the season 2-0 with both games being on the road. This season we have 9 road games and 8 home games, so that's obviously more of a disadvantage pertaining to our strong schedule this year. So it's good to see us start strong, 2-0 on top of the division. Um, like you said, you mentioned Corey Trice getting his first career pick. It's good to see him in the game and finally start to show off his value to the team on the defense and provide in clutch ways, in clutch situations in the game. So I'd love to see that. I always knew I saw some potential in him. So I hope that he goes up from here. Him and JPJ would be sick together. Um, as far as the offensive side goes, it looked better. We scored the touchdown. Sure, we were able to move the. It looked like we were able to move the ball more comfortably and convert better compared to last week. Seems like the players are trying to get more familiar and more flexible with how the system's going offensively. Fields, he did solid, 117 yards, touchdown, no picks. Najee Harris did solid, 17 rushes for 70 yards. Our passing attack wasn't crazy compared to the Broncos. The Broncos had I think their leading receiver was 93 yards. I think it was Josh Reynolds. But yeah, I mean, it was good to see the Steelers do good in the first half offensively. Defensively, they did great the whole game. I think the defense was our MVP. If you're asking me, I mean, they had 2 picks, 2 sacks. They allowed I think a little over 300 total yards. But first half offensively was solid. Second half they didn't do so well. I think at the end of the third quarter they had 50 total yards in the second half. So it's that's something that they gotta kind of fix on going forward, especially if we're gonna be facing more competitive teams going forward. So we can't let that. We got to play a full game. One touchdown ain't gonna cut it in a game. If we're gonna win in multiple games, we can't. We got to score more than one touchdown. That's just the facts. But yeah, defensively, staying solid as far as stopping the run game and passing game. Not committing as many penalties as compared to offensively. That's another setback I think I saw today that really set us back offensively. Is a lot of penalties I saw today. So yeah, that's basically the gist of what I got from this game. I didn't see the first 2 series, but I watched the rest of it. So that's pretty much what I got from it. Is there anything, Korea, to you that you are looking forward to next week in our home opener against the LA Chargers?
When it comes to just having possession of the ball and scoring touchdowns, you know, it was cool. You know, we scored a touchdown. It was our first touchdown of the season, you know, Darnell Washington, like I had mentioned earlier. But I mean, like, it would be really cool to just see more of that moving forward. And just less field goals type of thing and more scoring touchdowns, because I mean, touchdowns are better in terms of, like, you know, when it comes to, as you guys know, just like getting victories and all that, and just being a strong, you know, solid offensive team. But I honestly just hope that this team can just continue to just look at the tapes and just continue to make tweaks and adjustments and just do what they can to you know, pull this win against the Chargers on Sunday, because man, that 3-0 just sounds, it already sounds great. So hopefully we could just keep that momentum, energy, and you know, I would like to see more out of our offense. Our defense, they're still, I feel like the defense is still doing like pretty good when it comes to like just making stops and turning the ball over and whatnot. But when it comes to offense, offense did adjust. I feel like they did improve a little bit this week, but I want to continue to see that improvement going into week 3 and moving forward even into the following weeks. So yeah.
This home opener is definitely a big advantage for us out of all our home games, because the Chargers have to take the long field trip over to across the country. So I think that we got to take that to our advantage. I'm sure we will. You know, I'm sure the energy is going to be crazy there and at Heinz or Acrisure Stadium. But I also wanted to bring up. I just thought, like, I thought Roman Wilson was supposed to play today, and I didn't see any of him. I don't know what you know about him or whatnot, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
I didn't
I'm,
seem to really see much of him either.
Yeah, I don't know. So hopefully we get to see him next week. Hopefully, I think they probably just thought, oh, you could use another week to heal up for our home opener. I don't know, but because I know he sprained his ankle pretty bad in training camp. So
yeah, maybe they are just trying to wait to put him in, you know, for our home opener. I mean, that does sound like a good idea. I mean, I feel like it would be pretty cool to see him play next week. And, you know, also, too, I was going to say, like, Chargers, both Steelers and Chargers are both 2-0. So it's going to be really interesting to see which team can keep up and which team can get that 3-0, you know, start. So, you know, next week's game is going to be big for us in terms of, you know, who we're facing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and I've seen that the Chargers have got a really good run game going. Obviously, with Coach Harbaugh, that's what he's known for. But you know, on the flip side, our defense has been good at stopping the run lately. So I think that's a very good matchup with our defense and their offense to be watching in that game. So I'm excited for that. But at the same time, I can't really count out Herbert's ability to pass, even though his lack of weapons. But still, he could still beat us with the passing attack and his given abilities. So yeah, I think that's definitely a very entertaining home opener that I'm really looking forward to next week. And a lot of variables and uncertainties that I'm still yet to see as far as from our side goes. You know, offensively, I think that's the one thing I'm going to be tuned into and locked in with watching the most, because I'm still trying to figure out how Arthur Smith's mind is working. You know, because I feel like situationally, like as far as like certain downs, like first, second, third, fourth, I feel like he calls the right plays. It's just a matter of execution. And also, I personally want to see more like just normal passing plays for Fields to do, because like every play, I swear, every play today, the last week, like passing wise, he's always like rolling out and throwing off balance. I want to like at least give him like a normal like spread pass play option, you know, like it's just a full game of that, you know. But I don't know, I'm not the coach, so but maybe I'm just playing too much college football on Xbox, but whatever. But yeah, I'm impressed with what Justin Fields is doing right now with what we're giving. I think we got to go forward with him. What do you think about that? Do you think that we go forward with Justin Fields, or do you think we more down the line got to switch to Russ?
Honestly, I'm down for Fields. Like, I'm down to see more of him because, he's still young, he's still in his prime, of course. From what I've been noticing these past couple weeks, like this week and last week, I just feel like he blends in more with the Steelers' offensive chemistry, if that makes sense. In terms of like, when it comes to like passing the ball or whatnot. And I mean, he does have a really good connection with Pickens, and I mean, I like the connection that they have. So I honestly would love to move forward with Fields these next upcoming weeks, and hopefully we could just keep him in as long as we can. I mean, I would like to see Wilson too, but with Fields, I just feel like there's just more excitement there. Seeing him play and just blending in with our offense.
Yeah, I agree. I think that he's, learning fast with how like his playbook works, and I don't know if you saw the play today where he was rolling out and he threw that like 50-yard dot to Pickens on the run, and it got called back from a holding penalty. Yeah, it was early in the game, but it was called back because of Broderick Jones, and that was when he got taken out for the game. Is funny, but yeah, that play alone, I was like, oh, because that was on Patrick Surtain, like, and Surtain was playing like tight coverage on GP, and he still like dropped it in there for a dot and like got us right to the goal line on that throw. So like those are the type of plays I don't really see Russ doing a whole lot compared to Justin Fields' ability,
Yeah.
but I think so far I think we can't go back from Justin Fields. We got to keep going with him. I mean, brother hasn't thrown a pick. All right, he hasn't really turned the ball over. He's fumbled a few snaps and still got it, thankfully. Hopefully that's not a recurring issue. But yeah, I just think that I don't see why we would not. I don't see why we wouldn't keep going with Fields. But yeah, looking forward to Week 3 home opener against the Chargers.
Yeah, likewise. It's going to be a really good game. And, I feel like, it's an early game. It's a 10 o'clock game for the West Coast. So, I mean, it's great. I personally love 10 o'clock games rather than
Mhm.
like games. I mean, I like Sunday night games too. But besides that, I do like 10 o'clock games because, we could just get the job done and, just at
Mhm.
least watch some football, get that done and over with, and then like carry on, go about my day type of thing. So
Yeah.
like, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to week 3, and hopefully we can pull another dub and be 3-0 against the Chargers, so we'll have to see, but I really hope that, we come out strong and get another win. So that'd be great.
Yep. We'll get it done. You know us. We always find ways to win, whether it's with just an offense or just a defense or just a kicker.
That's so
So,
true.
you
Yeah,
know.
I mean, like that's so true because I mean, I feel like the Steelers, like even though they be giving us heart attacks, they still try to find a way, So
Yeah.
definitely.
Crazy. But yeah, great to have our season start off with 2-0. Let's keep the injuries at a minimum, guys. Let's keep balling out. 3-0, baby. Stairway to 7.